Hey, Thomas. Did you see the game last night?
Morning, Frank. Nope, we had our Christmas dinner. What happened?
The Celtics were up by 25 in the third quarter, but they still lost the game in double overtime.
So was it a big payday for you?
One of the biggest of the year. And now the odds are dropping for Boston. I'm gonna bet on them to win it all this season.
Nice move. Good luck, Frank.
Thanks, Thomas. Have a good one today.
Season's greetings, P.O. It's the second day of Christmas, and I don't have turtle doves or partridges in pear trees, but you know what I do have?
P.O. positive or pet peeve?
Season's greetings to you too, Jack. It's, Angela here. I watched the movie Gremlins the other day, right in my own cozy VCR-equipped living room.
There we go. Kovacs family always heads to Arizona in the wintertime. And who can blame them? Somehow it's always nice when our neighbors get a letter. Here's to you, Andy and Toby. Just keep the wheels steady and trust the snow chains on the tires. I'm reminded of our honeymoon to Niagara Falls all those many years ago.
Hey there! Looks like Santa's a little late this year.
That's what you get for not being a good boy, Robert Harris.
Let me try to make it up to you. Take that heavy load off your hands. That must be the fire pit I ordered. Now I can finally go ice fishing without freezing at the same time.
Ice fishing. That sounds like a nice adventure.
Well, you're in luck. Bert's out of town, so I could use someone else to talk to. Not that Bert talks that much. How about it? Tomorrow evening.
Sure, let's do it. But you better make sure that fire pit is working.
Perfect. I'll bring all the gear, but feel free to bring some booze. Hey, did you have a nice Christmas, by the way?
Yeah, sure. A nice day off, great food. Hard to complain about that.
Can't agree more. Anyways, I won't hold you up any longer. I need to assemble this baby. See you tomorrow, Thomas. I'll come pick you up.
So cozy in the wintertime. Cold. Probably freezing cold.
Data lives in infamy. Swear I'm not a liar. Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. Wouldn't say that my dad drank much more than most. This time of year, he tend to double his dose. I'm not saying it's wrong, and I'm not saying it's right. But the Yule log ain't the only thing that's burning that night. Oh, it's a funny story. At least it is to me. But for others, especially my mother, they that lives in infamy. Where I'm not a liar, Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. Now that I'm older, I've settled down. It's late December, there's no tree to be found.
Whoa, looks like you're having some car trouble.
Yeah, just a second, my good man. Gabriel, can you figure out what's wrong with this blasted vehicle? Give me some good news here.
I mean, I'm not really a car mechanic, Mr. Price. But I know the smoke isn't a good sign.
No duh, Einstein. Say, hey, Mr. Mailman, what's your story?
I'm just here to deliver a package, sir.
Oh, is it for me? And by any chance, would there be a fully functional car in that package?
I'm afraid it's a little too small for that. Maybe a dinky toy, though.
Well, then what do I care? What's taking Ilsa so damn long? Gabe, if you don't know what you're doing, then why on God's green earth are you fiddling around with that engine?
Just thought I'd pop up in the hood, Mr. Price. What with the smoke and all? It needs to vent.
Needs to vent, huh? Never have I felt more like a busted car engine. God! I'm dying in this podunk country-ass town. Bunch of freaking yokels.
So, hey there. I see you've already had the privilege of the full Connor Price experience.
Quite the experience it was. Well worth the price of admission.
Yeah, Connor can be a bit much. Anyway, I'm Ilsa Richter, local TV segment producer turned car problem solver. And that sporting young man over there is Gabriel Serrano, local TV sound guy turned amateur mechanic. Emphasis on amateur.
Hey, I never claimed to know anything about cars. Just because I used to be a studio tech, Mr. Price put me on engine duty. Anyway, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you. I'm Thomas Weiss. And as the local mail carrier, I know just the guy to fix your car problem.
If you mean young car service, I'm way ahead of you, Mr. Weiss. They're on their way right now.
That's great, Ilsa. You're an even better car problem solver than you are a segment producer.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Gabe.
That must be Ben Young. You're in capable hands. He'll have you fixed up in no time.
God, I hope so. We need to get to Melville, and we're already way behind schedule.
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come in here for a second, please.
Excuse me. Duty apparently calls. Happy travels. So, we meet again.
Uh-huh. Hey, I'm new here. All of a sudden, I have to check in 3 people at once who want their own rooms. Separate but close to one another, all equipped with TV VCRs. And, well, long story short, I need to reach Emily Weiss, stat. I'm guessing the local post guy would know where to reach her.
Sure. Her home number is 555 Go Take a Hike.
Oh, thank you ever so much for nothing. God, where am I supposed to see whether room 2 has a VCR installed?
I'll just leave the parcel here on the counter. Bye. They're already gone. Mighty fast towing there, Ben.
understand, but Maureen said...
Doesn't really matter what Maureen said. I can't help that her orders have been delayed because of the snow. She should have just ordered sooner. It's not like New Year's Eve appeared on the calendar out of nowhere.
That's true, but it was only 2 weeks ago that she decided to throw a celebration at the diner. And once we're sure we can host a proper party for everyone, you are also invited.
That sounds an awful lot like blackmail to me. Please come to my party, Nancy. But first, hand over a football team supply of cheesy dip, quiche, and sloppy joes.
I'm sure she didn't mean it that way, and I'm sure you're more than welcome either way. But I have to run now. Bye, Nancy, and hi-bye, Thomas.
Bye, Kay.
Maureen Hennessy strikes again.
P.O. would be a boring place without her.
Boring? Drama-free might be the word you're looking for. One thing's for sure, she does not know how to run a business. Always bites off more than she can chew. And now I'm supposed to come to the rescue?
Isn't this a great opportunity to generate some extra revenue?
With the ridiculous discount she's demanding, it's mostly nothing but a great opportunity for a lot of extra work. Anyway, is that parcel for me? You can just put it on the counter.
Sure thing, Nancy. Have a great day. Hey, if it isn't Connor Price.
Oh, that's him, huh? He's taller than he looks on TV.
Let's hope he's in a better mood now. He was really quite rude to me earlier.
Wow, sounds like a real jerk.
Hello, Mr. Price. Still fuming, I see.
Well, hey there. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I guess smoking is a slightly healthier way to blow off steam. Especially since we've had a bit of change of plans. Oh, hi, ma'am. I don't think we've met. Connor Price, KNW6.
Welcome to the Oregon Trail Motel, sir. Better get to work, honey. I'll see you tonight.
Okay, what's up with her? Christmas hangover?
You'll have to forgive my wife. She can be a bit protective of me.
Protective of you? Oh, I see. You told her about our little kerfuffle earlier. Listen, I'm man enough to admit that it wasn't my finest hour. I'm usually a lot more easygoing. In fact, the Willamette Week once called me one of the most likable faces in local broadcasting.
Well, my grandma used to say that it's easy to be nice when everything's fine. Staying nice when you're under pressure, that takes a bit more effort.
Well, when my car isn't breaking down during a tight shooting schedule, I'm a pretty swell guy. Believe me, that's the price guarantee.
So, has Ben Young managed to fix your van yet?
No, that's the change of plans I was referring to. Turns out we need some parts that the garage doesn't have in stock, so Young's having them shipped over ASAP. But in the meantime, we've decided to stay right here in lovely, picturesque, whatchamacallit, USA.
But weren't you supposed to be shooting something in Melville?
Yeah, well, to be honest, all these little villages look pretty much the same to me anyway. See, we're supposed to be shooting some remotes on local end-of-year festivities and such. A grand kickoff to our special series on small-town American life. And it doesn't really make much of a difference if we start here or in freaking Melville.
Except, of course, that Providence Oaks is way nicer than frickin' Melville.
I was gonna say, this town has warmth. I like warmth. And so do our viewers, I'm betting. So get ready for your town to be featured in part 1 of The Oregon Trail. Title pending. Might be a little too on the nose.
That is the same name as this motel, so I guess it isn't particularly original. My wife works here as a receptionist, but she's not the one who named it.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Real conversations with real Americans, right? But as fun as this is, I should be turning in. The 3 of us each got our own quaint little room. Mine's non-smoking, unfortunately. Still beats Gabriel's. His doesn't even have a TV. Can you believe it?
Yes, I think I can.
Anyway, great banter. See you around, my main mailman.
Bye. The yo-yo started out as a weapon in the Philippines during the 16th century, before being introduced to the United States as a toy in 1929. It weighed 4 pounds and had a 20-foot cord. Australian rower Bobby Pierce won the 1928 Olympic Games against 8 other competitors, even though he stopped during the race to let ducks pass in front of him.
What a glorious new fine Friday it is out there, y'all. Want to hear a PO positive? You tuned to the right frequency.
PO positive or pet peeve?
Let's hear one from Mildred Meow Jenkins.
Hi, Jack. I would like to thank our own Robert Harris.
Hi, Beth. Got a delivery for you. Where do you want it?
Oh, dear Thomas. I almost didn't see you come in there. I was lost in thought, I suppose. Please just put it on the counter, if you will. Thank you. And thank you again for a lovely Christmas dinner. I had a marvelous time with you all.
We loved having you over, Beth, as always. Emily and I had a great time. But about that news of yours.
I was afraid it would perhaps put a dampener on the evening, but I was happy we could celebrate together nonetheless.
It was quite a shock for both Emily and myself, to be honest. We've known each other for so long. We're practically part of each other's furniture.
Let me guess. I'd be your bookshelf.
Yes, and we'd be your mailbox. Or I would be, I suppose.
Oh, but I will miss you two. As Helen Keller once wrote, so long as the memory of certain beloved friends lives in my heart, I shall say that life is good.
We'll miss you too, Beth.
So, haven't you ever thought of moving closer to Meredith over all these years? She is living quite a ways away, right?
Thought about it? Yes. Your news has put things into perspective, I suppose. But leaving here would sure be a big step. Maybe too big, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Meredith will even make it out here one day. And there's always the phone, of course.
And don't forget the postal service.
quite right you are.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Thomas. I need to sort through this new delivery you've just brought in. And believe you me, that's going to take me a while.
I understand. It's best to take your time with things like that.
Exactly. Whether one likes it or not. Until next time, my friend.
Up and at 'em. See you, Beth.
It's where we go. I grow wings and tell us goodbye. It's not what we see. It's what we choose to be. We're beyond good. I've never been so ready. Fire, breath, and open sky. It's not what we know. It's where we go. I grow wings and tell world goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see. It's what we choose to be. Fire, breath, and open sky. It's not what we know. It's where we go. I grow wings and tell us goodbye. It's not what we see. It's what we choose to be. You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone holds your fortune. You're placing your bet, showing no regret. Close your eyes, hide your lies, roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your shoes when they use witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules.
Okay, let's get this to its destination.
You're playing the game, driving me insane. You're hurting
Ah, look who's here.
Hey, Thomas. Yeah, I needed to take care of some stuff. Hardly any customers at the post office anyway.
Aren't you at least a little worried that Walter Morgan might show up?
Morgan? I don't think so. Last time that city slicker tried driving in the snow, he totaled his car against the deer statue.
Can't say that you're wrong there, Frank.
That big sucker you're carrying is for me, huh? Right on time. It's all coming together. Hey, Thomas, you can keep a little secret, right?
Well, I've always tried, and rarely failed.
I'll take the chance. It's not a big deal in any case. A buddy of mine was able to get his hands on some premium quality fireworks. I'm selling them with a nice profit. And anything I can't sell, well, let's just say you want to be outside Moe's Diner when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve.
Frank, that sounds illegal and dangerous. I'm going to leave now and pretend we never had this conversation.
Okay, Thomas, fair enough. See you at the office. And I hope you still enjoy the show.
parcel.
Okay, so we still need to check Spanner Dam for the mood shots. According to this, it offers damn fine views. So,
Hey, Mr. Mailman. Come on over. Talk to us for a sec.
Gabe, we don't have time for idle chit-chat.
He can help us out, Ilsa. No one knows the town like a mailman. Right, Mr. Weiss?
Hey, Mr. Serrano, Miss Richter.
Please, call us Gabe and Ilsa.
He can call you Gabe and Ilsa. I prefer Miss Segment Producer Extraordinaire.
You two call me Thomas then, please.
Anyway, we're scouting out this beautiful town of yours for our report on small town America. It's great, but we could use the inside track. So, any secret spots we're bound to miss, but shouldn't?
Well... the watchtower up at Eagle Peak. You can take in the view among the treetops.
But make sure you watch out for those creaky steps.
Oh, hey, Maureen.
Now, here's your coffee, folks. Sorry for the delay. Faucet's been acting up again, which should have been fixed yesterday.
Oh, you want me to check on it, Miss Hennessy?
Oh, now look at you. My knight in woolen armor. Would you, dear?
I can take a look.
Well, isn't that nice of you? Back of the kitchen, honey. Ashley, someone who does know what he's doing is coming in. Show him where the busted faucet is. And stay out of his way. Ashley's a sweetheart, but when it comes to fixing things, that boy is all thumbs.
See, this is what the segment should be. Interacting with the townsfolk, helping out. I love it.
Oh, such a nice fellow.
Yeah, you're in good hands, Maureen. Gabriel may look and act like a naive little pup, but he can fix anything. Well, except for our van. But other than that...
Oh, is that a fact? Well, in that case, I can think of a few more things he could fix around here, if you catch my drift.
We'll just pretend we didn't hear that, right?
Let me just go check him out. Check on him, I mean.
So, anyway.
So?
Wait. You had the Connor Price experience the other day. Have you recovered yet?
I actually encountered him outside the motel yesterday evening. We had a nice chat about your new plans.
Really? Oh, did he greet you with, "Good to see you, man"?
Indeed, he was quite enthusiastic.
That's his go-to when he's forgotten your name. It's "Good to see you, man" for guys and "Hey, lady" for gals.
Really?
Wouldn't worry about it, though. He called me Lisa for the better part of a year. Connor's a lot. But I guess after this week, I can update my resume with not just segment producer and car problem solver, but also Connor Price wrangler.
Gabriel seems very nice, though. That should make things easier.
Oh, yeah. He's a big old puppy dog. He's as uncomplicated as Connor is complicated, so that's a welcome antidote.
Well now, sounds like someone is getting a little warm under the collar for our Gabriel. Just between you and me, honey, I have a hunch that feeling is more than mutual.
Maureen, you shouldn't startle people like that.
All I know is, I just spent 5 minutes with our knight in the kitchen, and during that time, he mentioned Ilsa about 12 times.
Really? Well,
Fawcett's all better now, Mo. And we should be hitting the road right about now.
right. Thanks, Maureen. Nice talking to you, Thomas.
Bye now, folks. Be sure to check in again soon, you hear? Huh, these TV folks sure know how to liven things up, don't they?
Indeed, Maureen. You haven't even met the main event, Connor Price.
Oh, that reminds me. You know about my little New Year's Eve shindig, right? I'm counting on you and Emily. We'll party like it's 1986. Because it will be.
Of course we'll be there. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Best get back to it. See you, Mo.
Bye now.
Fire hazard. And I'll have you know the doctor just diagnosed me. A little something called PTSD. That's post-traumatic Christmas tree fire stress disorder. It's a funny story. At least it is to me. But for others, especially my mother, day that lives in infamy. Swear I'm not a liar. Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire. Oh, I swear I'm not a liar. Daddy lit the Christmas tree on fire.
And yet another satisfied customer.
Hardly see a thing. Smoke was so thick. Driveway filled with flashing red and blue lights. Santa traded slaying for a fire truck tonight. Oh, it's a funny story. At least it is to me. But for others, especially my
fancy handwriting on this one.
That's post-traumatic Christmas tree fire stress disorder. It's what it said. You can look it up. It's a funny story. At least it is to me. But for others, especially my mother, the day that lives in infamy. Swear I'm not a liar. Daddy, look at Christmas tree on fire. Oh, I swear I'm not a liar. Daddy, look at Christmas tree on fire.
A belated Christmas gift? Maybe. And that's the last one. Whew.
I'll get it. Hello?
Very good evening. Am I talking to Mrs. Emily Weiss?
Yes, sir, that would be me.
Fantastic. It's a pleasure to talk to you. My name is Christian Carmichael, and I represent Fly into Florida.
Oh, hi there.
I have great news for you, Mrs. Weiss. It's been a while, but, do you perhaps remember entering into our Fly into Florida sweepstakes?
Now that you mention it, I think so. Yeah. Was that the one on the back of the juice carton?
That's the one. And I am more than happy to tell you that you are the winner of the grand prize.
The grand prize? Wow, fantastic. I'm afraid I've forgotten what it was. Could you refresh my memory a little bit?
No problem, Mrs. Weiss. You have won a 2-week trip to Florida for two.
Wow, Florida? Really? I won? I have never won anything in my life. Hold on, I need to tell my husband. Honey, we won! I'm talking to a gentleman from Fly into Florida. And he says we've won a 2-week holiday for two.
Tell him he's dreaming. It's probably a timeshare scam.
What? No, that can't be. I did enter that contest. Hold on. My husband is unsure if this is really true. I mean, you do hear a lot about phone scams these days.
We'll do our absolute best to take away all your concerns. You've got plenty of time to let it all sink in. Next, we'll be sending you an extra special envelope. It will contain a confirmation letter, airline tickets, hotel tickets, and I totally forgot to say this earlier, a $500 check covering any additional expenses.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, it most definitely is, Mrs. Weiss. And we'll be making sure you both have the time of your life. There's one thing I must stress. The dates can't be altered. So if you have plans for the first 2 weeks of September, this would be a great moment to change them. And I hope this answers all of your questions for now. Congratulations on winning. and we look forward to seeing you fly into Florida.
Thank you.
Bye.
I think I need to sit down for a moment. Florida.
Oh, that's Robert. Sorry, honey. I can't celebrate with you right now. But I'll make it up to you tomorrow night at Moe's.
I will hold you to that. Have fun on the ice, hon. And when you start to freeze out there, just think of sunny Florida.
Ooh, boy. Drilling a hole, getting that fire pit going. Ice fishing's a lot of work. And it's cold, but we're fishing all right.
Great stuff, Robert. Thanks for taking me along.
No problem, Thomas. Wouldn't have enjoyed it half as much by myself. Man, it's nice out here. This setting could use a guitar.
Yeah, guitar tunes would sound nice right now.
It'd be a shame to disturb the peace now, though. Hey, what was Emily going on about when I picked you up? You guys are going to Florida?
Yeah. Apparently, we won a 2-week trip.
Wow, congrats. Not that Florida's my cup of tea, if I'm honest.
Someplace else you'd rather go?
I'm perfectly fine staying right here.
And you're probably perfectly right, Robert.
Yeah, I'm not always perfectly sure about that. Could be that I'm a little stuck in my ways. But at least I'm not desperately looking for the one, you know?
I don't know, Robert. Haven't you been by yourself long enough now?
Wouldn't it be ideal if Mrs. Wright dropped by my house one day?
Wouldn't it also be ideal if we caught the winning lottery ticket from this here frozen lake?
Let's drink to that. Would be a shame if Emily filled that flask of yours for nothing.
Take it easy, designated driver.
One sip won't hurt, sir. Cheers. Now let's catch a fish and get the hell out of here.
Hey, Thomas, do you have a minute?
Sure, Frank. What's up?
Listen, I just got a heads up from one of my buddies at HQ. He said Walter Morgan left for PO with tires screeching. I need to lay low for a while. If you see him, you haven't seen me, okay?
Gotcha, Frank. Don't worry about him.
Holy crap! Morgan's on the premises! I'm not here.
Good morning, Mr. Weiss.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
I'm looking for Frank. Could you tell me where he is, please?
Frank? Frank Coleman? Haven't seen him here.
And where is he, if he's not here?
He's probably out delivering. Could be anywhere.
I guess I'll have to be patient then. We received a report that a man with a mustache dressed in a light blue shirt was offering illegal fireworks to people in the postal office parking lot. If that man is Frank, and I'm sure it is, then that's strike 3 for Mr. Coleman. Please tell him I'm looking for him. Have a good day.
Is he gone?
Yes, Frank.
Holy crap, that was a close call. Thanks so much, Thomas. I guess Frank Coleman's going into hiding for a while.
Frank, don't you think it's better to just come clean?
Don't worry about it. It'll blow over like always. See you Sunday evening. I guess we'll have to play poker with the curtains closed.
Saturday, everyone. Get ready for a pet peeve from Joseph.
PO positive or pet peeve?
Jack, I've been watching that TV series everyone's been raving about. What's it called? A Hamburger with Fries? I expected a charming sitcom like Bon Appetit, but instead got treated to a lousy mix of mediocre puns and gratuitous violence. If this is where TV shows are heading, then I'm heading the other way.
Oh, boy. Well, I'll bet you'll have the road all to yourself, Joseph. On to the weather.
Another satisfied customer. Unless it's Bill's. Okay, let's get this to its destination.
Ah, there you are. Could you bring this box over to the diner? And if they ask, there's no discount.
Sure, why not?
Thanks. And remember, no discount.
Roger that.
Walking in your garden, knowing what you're dreaming of, past the copper statue of everyone you've ever loved. Slow it down the bridge and let me in. Will you?
Thomas. Oh, please tell me that's a big box full of snacks from the general store.
This is a big box full of snacks from the general store. Delivered to you free of charge.
You're a doll, Thomas. Did Nancy Carlisle mention anything about a discount?
Oh, right, yes. I believe she said no discount.
No discount? Is Nancy Carlisle really trying to charge me full price for snacks that are about to go past their expiration dates?
Yikes, that would be pretty sad.
I can't believe people could be like that. That heartless creature.
Maureen, easy now. She just drives a hard bargain.
Pardon my French, Thomas, but she always manages to drive me up a wall. I'll stop bothering you now. I'll think of something, don't you worry.
Part and parcel. Yet another heavy package for you, Ben.
Let me take that off your hands, Thomas. You know I feel guilty enough as it is. Having you lug around those car parts week in and week out.
That's the job, Ben. Neither snow nor rain nor heavy packages
Stay these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. I'm serious, though. If you don't mind me saying, you're getting up there. Ever think of hanging up the old coat and bag?
Not until recently, but recently? Yeah.
Good for you. Think about it some more would be my advice. Son of a gun. It's the engine parts for the news van. Didn't expect them to come in so soon.
No, that's great. Now they'll be able to roam around PO for their report.
Yep. With any luck, that thing will be up and running before the end of the day.
Hey, don't rush it, Ben. Remember, you're getting up there yourself.
Yeah. Now get going, you old timer.
That's it for today. Back to the post office.
Hello, Thomas.
Beth, what on earth are you doing out here? It's freezing.
So it is. I just saw you pull up and I have a request, so I thought I'd quickly pop out here.
Sure thing. What can I do you for?
It's just one small thing, I promise, and, well, I suppose you can see what it is. A first gift to the little one, you see, since Christmas in Georgia fell through. It just needs an address and I'm not sure where to put it. Could I leave this with you so you could make sure it gets where it needs to go? I have the information right here on an old envelope. It's the return address in the top corner.
Of course, Beth. I can understand that labeling a package like this can seem daunting. Bears will do that to you.
You're a real gentleman, Thomas. Thank you. I have a stack of returned holiday gifts that need sorting before I close.
I've handled many a strange parcel in my day. Not to worry. I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Thomas. Truly. I'll get the postage to you later, I promise. Oh, and please tell Emily I have a great idea for this Sunday's girls' night. It's a surprise. Bye now.
Sure. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hello? Hi, Meredith. It's us. Your dad is standing right next to me.
Hiya.
Hi. Shouldn't you two be at Moe's right now?
Yeah, we're about to jump in the car, but we wanted to share some exciting news with you. Oh, first things first, though. How was your Christmas?
Well, I worked. And Tess and I made a Christmas meal you probably won't ever find in a cookbook. But we had a lovely evening. Thanks, Mom. Can I get the exciting news now, please?
Okay, so your dad and I will fly into Florida this September. I won a sweepstakes.
Get out of here. Wow, that's so awesome, Mom. Florida in September. Beats the PO weather, huh?
Oh, sure does.
Dad, are you excited as well?
I sure am.
Aren't you worried about flying there? Last time you came to visit, it took a few hours for that green tinge to leave your face.
Oh, Meredith, don't make it worse than it was.
Fine, fine. Maybe he just boozed too much on the plane. Have you checked if the flight includes free cocktails? Best bring your flask, Dad, just in case.
If you were here for Christmas, you might have gotten one from Santa.
Oh, well. I may not have been there, but at least my boss called to interrupt your dinner. Sorry about that, by the way. Rest assured he was appropriately ashamed.
We all make mistakes, Meredith. Some of us just more than others.
I can't disagree there. Oh, hey, you two shouldn't keep Maureen waiting.
You're right about that. Your dad will go and get the car warmed up, right, honey?
That's my cue. Bye, Em. Take care.
Bye. Have fun tonight.
Thanks for getting the car all toasty for us, honey.
You're very welcome, dear. It's my pleasure.
We've been doing this for decades now. I've never stopped looking forward to spending my Saturday evening here with you.
I feel the same way, Em. I'm a lucky man to have you.
Good evening, you two beautiful people. Ready to order? Or should I just write down pancakes for lovely Emily and a T-bone steak for Big Thomas here?
Oh, Maureen, your intuition never ceases to amaze me. It sure is pancake time for me again.
Big Thomas would very much like that, Maureen. Thanks.
You got it. Be right back, folks. Ashley, it's pancake time! And get the steaks out!
This will never get old. But Beth making surprise plans and this Florida trip landing in our lab got me thinking a little bit. If we're getting close to being able to do whatever we feel like doing, does that mean we should stay in PO forever?
Yeah, of course. I can't imagine living anywhere else.
It's also very hard for me to imagine. But it snuck into my mind and it doesn't seem to be sneaking out. And it's not like your arthritis will stop acting up in weather like this.
Let's talk about it some other time, honey. We've got months and months to think it over.
Oh, wasn't it nice the way Meredith reacted to the news? Although I'm sure she's a little envious.
Yeah. When's the last time she had a few days off and left the big smoke?
Okay, folks, while Ashley's busy in the kitchen, it's time to fill Mo in on a few details. A little birdie told me you two were off somewhere fancy.
Maureen, I was planning on telling you and the girls all about it tomorrow evening. But I'm sure you've also heard it's Florida in September.
Florida in September. Oh, imagine that. Oh, I'm so happy for you two.
Thanks, Maureen. Have you ever been to Florida?
Are you offering your ticket to me? Oh, Thomas, that's so nice of you.
Nice try, Maureen. Nice try. But the only one sitting next to me on that plane is my man.
Are you totally sure about that, though? I heard that a certain Walter Morgan will probably not be very lenient with holiday requests from the postal office employees.
Morgan. His bark is always worse than his bite.
If Walter Morgan gets in the way of that, I'll get in his way.
I don't think I'm supposed to actually run away, but sorry.
Oh, that means dinner's almost ready. Be right back, folks.
See, things like this, they bother me sometimes. Maureen's a sweetheart, but it's almost impossible to have a private life here.
That sure is true. But you take the good with the bad, and the bad with the good. I kind of like knowing everyone.
I guess you're right about that. Maybe it's the stress of those 60-hour work weeks talking. Oh, Maureen's heading this way again. Let's just enjoy our lovely dinner together, shall we?
We shall. Have I already told you that you look wonderful tonight?
Look alive, folks. 2 plates of the good stuff.
Oh, Thomas, my dear, sweet husband.
The one and only. No autographs.
Oh, the sweetest man alive. Always prepared to help out anyone who asks for a favor, even on his Sunday off.
Okay, Em. What needs doing?
The motel called, and, well, the TV crew would very much like to rent some movies from the Flick Shack today. But I couldn't just let poor little Angie ferry them over in this weather, so...
So you promised them I'd do it?
Bingo! Would you, dear? Pretty please.
Of course, Em. You've been so busy lately. It'll be my pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much, darling. Tell you what, I'll make some extra tasty snacks for your poker night tonight. How's that?
It's a deal.
Thomas Weiss, as I live and breathe. What in tarnation are you doing out and about in the mail truck on a Sunday?
What? Coming over to see my favorite video store clerk isn't reason enough?
No, but seriously, you've come to pick up some movies for the KNW6 crew, right?
Oh, what gave it away?
Your wife called ahead.
Happy to do it for Emily. And for you. And for the TV crew. Parts of it, anyway.
But first things first. So, what's the hot gossip on these out-of-towners?
Well... there's Gabriel Serrano. He's the sound guy. Nice guy. Full of vim and vigor.
Sounds delightful. What about the rest?
Ilsa Richter is their producer. Competent, sarcastic. She kind of reminds me of my daughter.
Well, then I'd like to meet your daughter someday. Because Ilsa I've met. Came into the store yesterday asking about P.O. and whether I liked it here. Cute as a button, that one. And only in town for a couple days. Perfect for a girl on the rebound. Shame she's into men. One in particular.
Ooh, do tell.
The way her eyes lit up when she mentioned that colleague of hers, Gabriel. Trust me, a girl knows. So anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. According to Emily, our intrepid reporters have 2 rooms equipped with VCRs between them. One for Connor Price, KNW6, and one for Ilsa Richter.
Great. I know what we should get for Connor. All the President's Men. That should give him some inspiration.
Great idea. But Connor's already made his pick. Octopussy. It says it's James Bond's all-time high. I guess they forgot about that time he went to the moon.
Fine by me. And what did Ilsa choose?
That's where we come in. See, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with her colleague, Gabriel. Thomas, she wants us to pick the movie she'll be watching with Gabriel.
We can play matchmaker by picking something romantic. Got it.
Exactly. Guide Cupid's arrows, so to speak. After all, 'tis the season.
For a little post-Christmas magic? Maybe.
You and Emily are regular customers, so you know what I have available. So, which film will it be?
Let's go with Love Story. Or is that too on the nose?
It's perfect, and we won't risk being too subtle. It has love right there in the title.
Great. Love Story it is.
The dynamic duo of stupid Cupid strikes again. Although I suppose this is our first strike. Anyway, here's hoping that this is the start of a beautiful love story.
I have a good feeling about this. Anyway, I'd best be on my way getting these to the motel.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Thomas. My car, much like myself, is not built for snow. Say hi to Emily.
Will do. Bye, Angie. Special delivery. Movies from the Flick Shack.
Right. Well, great news. You get to play belated Santa yourself.
Room 6 for Richter.
Thank you.
Yes, don't get up now. I'll take care of it. Movie delivery for segment producer Ilsa Richter.
Yes?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Price. I thought this was Ilsa's room.
No, that's room 9, but think nothing of it, my guy. Ooh, you got me my Bond movie.
Absolutely. The spy action thriller you asked for.
Love it. You know, Moore's an even better 007 than Connery. He just oozes that classy British wit. Thank you so much. Ta-da! Ta-da! Pow!
A movie delivery for Ilsa Richter.
Yay! Good to see you, Thomas. So, what movie did you and Angie pick for me and Gabe?
Here you go.
Love story. Haven't seen this one. What's it about? Tennis?
Good one. Not about tennis, but it's still pretty ace.
Ha ha. I'm sure it is. Looking forward to it. Let me guess. This was Angie's pick.
Well, let's just say it was a group effort.
Okay. Well, color me curious. Hope it's age appropriate for big old puppy dogs. Oh, speaking of, on your way out, could you give a quick knock on Gabe's door, just so he'll know it's movie time? It's room number 2.
Will do.
Great. See ya.
Gabriel Serrano, the lady in room number 9 humbly requests your presence for an evening of home cinema.
Thanks, Thomas. I'll be right over.
My work here is done.
Okay, Ben. Question for you. Do you have that ace or not? You don't have to say yes or no. Just say anything. All I need to hear is one word from you to know if you're bluffing. Nothing? Not even a twitch or a blink? All right, I'll do the talking. I'm all in.
Call.
And he just instantly calls me. Great. I don't even need to see your hand. Well played, sir.
Thanks, Jack. You got unlucky there.
I don't know. I just don't have the patience for poker. You know, reading a poker book ain't gonna change that. Hey, Thomas? Why are the curtains closed, by the way? Last time I checked, home games are legal.
Oh, I don't know. Just feels more cozy, I guess.
Thomas, we don't need to keep this a secret. Walter Morgan's on my tail. Someone snitched on me, and now I need to lay low until I have a good enough alibi.
Morgan again? What'd you do, Frank? I hope you didn't put Lady's underwear in his briefcase again.
And please tell me you stopped putting dead rats in his exhaust.
The classics. No, I didn't prank him at all this time. He's just out to get me. All I did was sell fireworks to someone. He said something about that being my third strike. I might actually lose my job, fellas.
Don't you think he's bluffing, Frank?
I'm afraid not, Thomas. I'm not gonna call his bluff in any case. I just need a plan.
I'm guessing they don't have any photographic evidence. Pictures of you selling these fireworks?
Just that there's a guy fitting my description. What are you getting at?
I might have a little plan. But let's first play a few more hands. I'm down almost 30 bucks.
One sec, Jack. Frank, I'm curious. We know Walter Morgan has a few reasons to dislike you, but why do you dislike him?
I could tell you why, but it's not a pretty tale. And it better not leave this room, kitchen.
Sure, Frank.
My lips are sealed, for once.
Frank, I'm not sure if I can keep another secret for you. I'll just go to the John.
Fair enough, Thomas. I can't blame you. All right, so this one time back in the summer of '69, it was before I started working in P.O. There were a couple of pesky stray dogs wandering around HQ. I say pesky, but they never really hurt anyone. Just got a little excited if you walked past them eating a sandwich or whatever. Can't blame them, huh? They were hungry, even though I fed them every now and then. Morgan found out, of course, and after one complaint too many, he took matters into his own hands. Or should I say, feet. He lured a couple of them behind his car, and before I knew what was going on, it was too late. I heard a loud and gut-wrenching howl. I saw two dogs run away, and Smokey, my favorite one, limped after them. It's the last time I ever saw those sweet dogs. Then Walter Morgan looked me straight in the eye with a smug grin on his face, and he said, "This is how you do a proper job, Frank." I can still see that grin when I close my eyes.
Okay, that does it. Walter Morgan is now on my eternal shit list, and I'll make sure the rest of P.O. knows about it.
What a despicable human being. I can't believe he did that.
Well, he didn't. I was joking, of course. I don't really have a good reason for disliking Walter Morgan. That boring old pencil pusher just rubs me the wrong way.
Damn it, Frank, you had us good.
Did I miss something?
You sure did, but I'll tell you about it another time.
Okay, folks, ante up. Here we go again.